Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I am going to show you some basketball plays at the high school level against the 3-2 zone defense. So hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training. If you're new to this channel, on this channel I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe. But anyways, today I'm going to show you some great basketball plays that you can run at the high school level against a 3-2 zone defense. Now I should let you know that the 3-2 zone defense is sort of a rare thing. A lot of teams use it, but at the same time a lot of teams don't use it. These plays will also work against a 2-3 zone as well if you wanted to run it against that. So let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out these basketball plays. Okay, so here we have the red team as the defense and blue team as offense. If you've ever wondered why the offense is always blue with me or the team that we're focusing on is blue, I'm colorblind. Red blends in with the brown background. I don't know. Anyways, so makes it easier to focus on blue. Anyways, for me. So first in this play, what we will do is we will run very similar to the triangle offense where we will have player 1 passing to player 3. Player 1 is going to go down towards, this is not a man-to-man defense. Come on, Alan, think. Player 1 is going to go down to this corner. Of course, there could be a three-point shot there. That's always an option. But generally speaking, player 3 is going to go down and player 1 is going to fill. So basically how that happens is player 1 will move over, player 2 is going to watch and cover the middle, and then we'll have player 3 moving down. This is going to be a double team for like a second. Anyways, so now this is what the defense will probably look like. If the defense doesn't look like this, it's going to look like this. And at this time, just send up an alley-oop to player 5. That's just for simplicity reasons. But we're going to have probably something like this, looking like this. And at this point, what we will have is player 3 is going to pass down to player 1. And we're going to have player 4 set a back screen on player 3. And at the same time, what we're going to have is player 5, he is going to be popping out to be filling where player 3 was. The reason behind this, we can either go player 5 or player 2. It doesn't matter. The reason behind this is because now player 1 is going to be trying to fight through sort of to try and cover that. Meanwhile, he's not going to be paying attention to what's happening up here. And either player 2 or player 5 is going to go. Personally, I prefer player 2 because he can shoot that shot, generally speaking. And player 2 is going to be able to shoot that shot. Now, a second play that you can run out of this is something that's a bit simpler. Is from here, what we will have is player 4 setting a screen on player 1. Player 3 is going to use that screen. That's going to collapse the defense, and that's going to be allowing player 2 to be open for the three-point shot. So if your team is a shooting team, you can get player 2 an open shot from here or here, and possibly even player 1 getting a shot from here. So if you have some three-point shooters, this play might be for you. Now in our second play, what we're going to run is almost exactly the same thing where we're going to have player 1 passing the player 3 and player 1 is going to go down to that low post. That's going to now bring player 5 up to the high post, and the benefit to this is because now player 2 can't really cross that middle line. He can only kind of shadow player 5 and player 2. From there, we're going to have player 4 possibly move up, player 5 possibly move over, but either way, it doesn't matter what's going to happen. One of these two players are going to be open. And because of that, what's going to happen now is a possible layup, or if player 4 doesn't move up, a possible mid-range shot. Either way, because we're overloading 4 players on the side, we are going to be now allowing 2 players in the post to be open. Now in our next play, what we're going to show is player 5 is going to be heading to the high post, and player 1 is going to pass player 5 that ball. What that's going to happen now is player 2 is going to go and set a screen on player 2 red. And now what we're going to have is player 1. He's going to be either popping out to this wing, the mid-range area, or he's going to go and cut down towards the basket, depending on how player 5 is playing. If player 5 has come up to guard player 5 blue, player 1 can then cut baseline, and this will be an easy pass for a layup. If, however, player 5 stays down because maybe player 5 blue is not necessarily a great shooter, what can happen is now player 1 can go to the mid-range or the 3-point line, where player 5 can pass him the ball for that 3-point shot, and player 3 and 4 and 5 can crash the boards. And now, in our final play I'm going to show you is, of course, a very simple play. It's the motion offense. We're going to have player 3 pass to player 2. Player 5 is going to show to the high post. And now what we're hoping for is player 5 to be open for the mid-range shot. If he is not, let's say player 4 and 5 moved over, which is something that very rarely happens and shouldn't really happen. But if that does happen, or maybe player 1 moves down and player 2 moves up, that's an option as well, where now player 5 isn't necessarily open. What we'll do is we will reverse the ball. So we will switch spots. Player 2 is going to get it up top. Player 1 is going to pop back out. Player 2 is going to pass over to player 1. These two players are going to be crossing. And now with that hopeful confusion, one of these two players in the post are going to be open for a layup or a mid-range shot. This offense is really good. Of course, if you swing the ball really quickly, player 1 could have an open 3-point shot. But what this offense is really good for is getting mid-range and low post plays or shots from your post players. So, of course, if you have some really strong post players, this offense will be really great for your team. Anyways, I hope that these plays help your team. If they do, let us know in the description, or not in the description, in the comments below. And, of course, in the top comment, the pinned comment, will be some more videos I think you might enjoy. Go check out some cards. Somewhere on the screen is a subscribe button and a suggested video by YouTube, so go check those out as well. And, of course, I do post new videos every single day, so go check those out as well if you have made it to this point in the video. If you have made it to this point in the middle of the video, comment below and say, I made it to the end. Yay! Anyways, I'll see you guys again tomorrow.